Hey guys, welcome back to my Road to Diamond series. Today we start off at 29 LP. Hopefully this set of games will be as good as last time and we can make it ever so slightly closer to the end goal. Today we start off playing Kog'Maw and we are invaded. I get flashed on and it all doesn't go too well, but we end up trading 2 flashes and an exhaust for just my flash, so hopefully it isn't too bad. This ended up being my game being a little bit difficult early game as Caitlyn had a lot of pressure from range and Nautilus, well, he had his hook and I didn't have flash, so I had to make sure I was extra careful, meaning I ended up being on the tower for a lot of the game. And here was a Lee Sin trying to tower dive me. My Kha'Zix decided that invading was a good idea even though we were slightly behind bot lane, and although we did trade a little bit, it ultimately led to perhaps not being the most worth it trade. And here is Nautilus at 1 HP. Nocturne decides to invade again, and this time he isn't as lucky as it could be. And that was a very questionable hook. I'm not even going to attempt to even justify. And here I am, 0-3 at 9 minutes. We do try our hardest and we manage to push and get our turret, only for a massive group of enemies to come, even though we are well warned. But at this point, it was worth that we managed to get the turret, because then at least we open up a little bit more pressure. And we managed to trade a kill as well, so not awful. So then we just kind of played the rest of the game scaling, and I don't know, at some point we just kind of did fine and we started scaling because we had our Veigar, who was very strong at this moment, and I was getting stronger as well, gaining more items. And here we were, defending turrets, with them rushing in to do who knows. They used everything on our Nocturne, leaving me and Veigar to carry. Aatrox was still very strong though, but he didn't play the smartest, but then again, I didn't really either. I shouldn't have died here. But we did manage to basically ace them. It's just a matter of leaving this raid boss alive. And somehow we managed to kill the Lee Sin. And we're also able to kill the Caitlyn. And then after a Baron kill and another kill on the Lee Sin. Oh, and also a kill on the Nautilus. And also a final kill on the Caitlyn. We do manage to end the game because our team just scaled harder than theirs. Alright. This is good. This is good. 7th place. Anyway, the second game, I'm decided I've gone back to my roots. And I'm playing Zyra today. I'm against an Ashe and Aphelios, which isn't that bad, but they have a lot of range, so it's a little bit difficult for me, but we have a Caitlyn, so it shouldn't be too bad. And here Sejuani comes for a gank. I wait for Sejuani to use her E and I flash, but then Aphelios uses his flash and his cleanse, so that means I guess we get value out of that. And here we see Sejuani go up because Aatrox died and we could recover something, so I went up to go help. So after seeing Sejuani head up, I guess there was a expectation that Akshan would have followed, and that was not the case at all. Also, Ash Arrow is on a 5-second cooldown and that's annoying. So yeah, this game wasn't great. It wasn't lost. But it wasn't won. Very about even. Apart from Cassiopeia was the one who was fed this game, so that made it infinitely worse. And it didn't help we had a very useless Akshan who fed the Cassiopeia. But yeah, something just happened this game, and Caitlyn dies, and I die, and then Aatrox is by himself, so Aatrox dies, and then we just lose the game. 27. And we start off the final game with a really bad level 1 fight that I definitely shouldn't have taken. I forgot to record at the start of the game, so I missed it, but it was just bad. Vayne had Triumph and that's why we lost it. And I gotta be honest, I really wasn't enjoying this game. I missed my thing, so then she gets to roll out, and then I die, and then she dies, and yeah, they completely dominated the early game. And it wasn't great. My team was flaming me in French, didn't understand a word. And really, I think the moral of this particular game for me was that I just need to ban Pyke. Like, my champ counters Pyke, and it was just bad. It was all just really messy, and yeah, it was a swift defeat. 2 -16s. That's not great. But come on, I was the only one on my team with a half decent KDA. And here we are, 11 LP. I think the moral of the story is ban Pyke and don't let ranks be your warm-up game, because I made that mistake for the second and third games. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Have fun.